Oh man, spring allergies. You gotta love them. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna see how we do because I've been sneezing all week and I can't stand it. So if this helps, whatever. But I might have to edit out like 5,000 sneezes throughout this video. So let's see how we do. So today's video is about the fact that Vaulted Glass is actually good in Destiny 2. And this is probably the biggest subversion of expectations I've ever seen this year. You know, I was expecting, oh, Vaulted Glass, it's not that good. I was just expecting kind of a copy and paste of the raid, something like that. But, you know, I did not expect that the mechanics should be changed up enough, but also keep the core experience the same. So, and I think that everything about Vaulted Glass, everything that's been changed, has been changed for the better. There's no, like, negative changes. There's nothing that I think is like, oh, well, that's terrible. They should have just kept it the old way. And I'm going to be talking about why Vaulted Glass, I actually like it in Destiny 2. And if you guys know me, if you guys watched my ranking every encounter tier list, you guys know that most of the Vaulted Glass encounters were towards the bottom. So let's just see how this goes. So I think first and foremost, the thing I appreciate the most is that the raid actually has color. Like, holy guacamole, dude. Like, the raid actually has color. Like, in Destiny 1, if you look at a graphics comparison from Destiny 1, where it's just black, white, gray, and brown. That's all they got. And then you have, oh, we suddenly discovered blue and orange. Whoa, dude. Like, if you watch, like, there's a graphics comparison on YouTube, and it's just night and day. Like, I know it's like, oh, well, this raid was built for the old gen consoles, Xbox 360 and PS3. And, yeah, it was made for those consoles, and that was in 2014. And now we're in 2021, where the PS4 and Xbox One are being retired almost, and the PS5 is the new era, you know? So, obviously, almost a full console generation and some just a lot of years passed. Obviously, the raid's going to look better, but I didn't expect it to be like, whoa, this much better. I thought they were just going to kind of keep it the same. But when you enter into the actual Vault of Glass, it's like actual color. And the glass is actual, like, looks like glass. It doesn't look like crap. You know? So that's like the first and foremost, the most notable thing that I noticed immediately when I stepped into the Vault of Glass. And I thank you, Bungie, for actually adding color. And the Gorgon's Maze, oh my goodness, the Gorgon's Maze, it looks amazing now. And now, so the next thing that I really enjoy is that the mechanics actually changed slightly and can punish you. So there's actual punishments for messing up. Especially in Atheon. If you give the wrong callouts, you're done. If you don't pay attention to the detainment, you're done. It's just plain and simple. And I really, really like these mechanics. Because, one, if you're terrible and you don't know what you're doing, it's another excuse to boot you out. And two, it actually keeps everyone on their toes, you know? It's not just like one or two people doing the raid, and the other four are coming along. It's everyone's doing the raid, and I really, really like that. So most of the mechanics, apart from a couple bugs, you know, that a lot of people are exploiting at the moment, are really, really good, and I really hope that they fix these bugs so that the raid is done the intended way, because the intended way is really fun. So next change I really enjoy, again, Atheon actually has health. I believe in Destiny 1, Atheon had like 3 million health. In Destiny 2, he has like 8.5 million. So thank you, Bungie, for actually giving some health. Because if he had the original 3 million health, the easy one phase every single time, he would have been another steamrolled boss. So thank you, Bungie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So a lot of changes. Pretty much every change, again, I'll say it again, every change in the raid is really good. And the first half of the raid in general is a lot shorter, and I really, really enjoy that. Confluxes felt like it took forever, but now they shortened each conflux wave, and they made it a bit more exciting by adding wyverns and overload minotaurs in it, just to keep the pace like a little bit more you know, just to keep up the pace a little bit. And then just to backtrack a little bit, they added Cyclopses on the door opening, so you have to be a bit more on your toes with that. And the Cyclops do hurt. They still hurt. Even after day 1, they still hurt. You know, just stuff like that. The door opening takes a little bit less time. Again, confluxes with the Wyverns takes a little bit less time. And the Oracles is probably my favorite change, is that they actually, one, well, they have a little bit less health. And 2, you actually have to do something with them. It's not just kind of shoot them as they appear. You have to shoot them in the order in which they appear, and it's like a whole game. Again, made shorter as well. There's a couple less waves of Oracles, and once you get to 7, you're done. You know? You don't have to shoot like 9 Oracles at one point or something. So I really enjoy that change. Not much has changed with the Templars and the Gorgons. You know, if you really wanted to, you could just one-phase Templar really easily. Not that big of a deal. I think Templar was more made for the contest mode anyway. Kind of like how Atrax is. No big deal. Atheon makes up for it. And the Gatekeeper encounter, if you do it right, or if you do it the way it was intended, everyone has a role. Everyone has to do something at some point. It's not just one person is standing still the whole time, which I really enjoy. So I think the Gatekeeper is a lot more interesting. I know in Destiny 1 it was really, really quick, but in Destiny 2 they made it longer and they really changed it up a lot. You know, where there's Wyverns you have to kill, and you have to transfer the relic from side to side. But it's not just one person has the relic, it's multiple people have to carry that thing. So I really enjoy that change. And once again, Atheon they pretty much changed up mostly entirely. Like the outside team actually has to do something and relay information to the inside team, you know? It's not just kind of like the inside team just kind of does their thing and the outside team kind of does their thing. You know? I kind of wish Garden of Salvation, a more recent raid, learned that lesson when they were making it, you know? Like the two teams actually have interlocking roles. Like one team can't succeed without the other. And just the fights in general are just a lot more structured and more well made, you know? So a lot of, like including Atheon, it was just kind of get teleported, shoot all the Oracles, and come out. Like, yeah, that's structured, but it's not like, you know, it's not really defined very well by the game. Like the game does not define what you need to be doing, and that's probably when my favorite raid encounters are when the game is telling you that you got to get going. You know, it's not at your own pace. I'm really glad there's not a lot of ambiguity. I cannot say that word. Ambiguity. I give up. You know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of, it's really well made, and overall, I'm really glad the Vault of Glass is changed for the better, and I'm glad to have it back. And I actually look forward to running it every now and then after Succession. So, and also, I just completed the 3-man last night, so that's good. So, you know, anyways, that's my thoughts on Vault of Glass returning, and I'll see you guys next time.